All right, so what I have in my hands right here is the 2022 schedule for the Bass Pro Tour. It came out yesterday, I believe, or 2 days ago, and announced to the public yesterday. And I was going to give my first kind of impressions on what I thought about each tournament we have next year. Honest opinion, straight up, and what I think it'll be like, how the tournaments may set up. But overall, the schedule itself that I'm going to go through, I'm really excited about it. And for a couple different reasons. One of them being that we're going to a lot of different lakes, different new lakes that we haven't been to. There's not a lot of history on several of these lakes that we're going to, which is really cool. And I think it'll be exciting for the fishermen. It'll be exciting for the fans to tune into some of these lakes. But number one, the first tournament we have, stop number one, February 5th through the 10th, is at, I don't even know how to pronounce this. I think it's Darbonne. Is that in my Cajun accent? I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce that. Bussy Break, and which me and Kristen think that's the coolest name for a lake.
Bussy Break. I went down there to Bussy Break and caught some beans.
In Caney Creek Reservoir. So 3 different lakes in one tournament. So what I really think about that is hard for an angler to figure out in 2 days of practice. That's how long we have. I'm not sure how they're going to set it up this year, if we can practice all 3 of them. But in 2 days, that's not a lot of time, obviously, to look around 3 different lakes. So that's a big challenge for. It's going to be a big challenge for all of us to figure out at least 2 of those lakes in 2 days. I don't know. I've never really been a big fan of that, having 3 different lakes. It is fun to watch on TV, in my opinion. But as a fisherman, it's hard to find fish in, a short amount of time. So that'll be cool. 1st February, could be really cold. It could be a tough tournament. I don't know, even though those lakes probably have some fish in them. February 19th to the 24th, stop number 2, Lake Fork. Another stump hole. Fork it's got some huge fish in it. That time of year, I'm not sure how it's going to be. I'm guessing it's probably not going to be a big numbers deal. I think it'll be, low numbers, really big fish caught, but it's probably going to be tough to get a bite. Should be cool, different time of year for there. Usually the elites go there in spring, summer. We went there once or twice for the Bass Pro Tour right around the spawn. So pre-spawn will be interesting. March 2nd through the 7th is Smith Lake. What's cool about this tournament is I live in Coleman, Alabama, and this tournament is hosted in Coleman, Alabama. So it's my hometown that's putting on this tournament. That's really exciting for Coleman. And Smith Lake's a lake I wouldn't say grew up fishing, because I always went to Gunnersville, but I fished there quite a bit. March 2nd through the 7th, not so much. I haven't really spent a lot of time out because I'm usually gone somewhere else, but I think it's going to be a great tournament. Pre-spawn spots. I think they're going to be biting. What is interesting about March 2nd through the 7th is that's the same dates as the Bassmaster Classic, which it is interesting that they put those there. But I will say, I know Major League Fishing, and since they've bought out FLW, I'm guessing they have tons of different schedules, the pro circuit, a lot of different moving parts to schedule events. I know it's hard to pick certain days, but that'll be interesting how that shakes out March 2nd through the 7th. But I'm excited about staying at home for a tournament. March 23rd through the 27th is the Red Crest. That's been announced. That's at Grand Lake. That's been out for a little while. April 9th through the 14th is Lake Palestine. We were supposed to fish there last year. That's for the heavy hitters event. Hopefully I can make that. Lake Palestine, never been there before. And like I said, we're supposed to go there last year for the Red Crest tournament, and it was frozen over, so we didn't go. So this year it's in April. I think that's going to be a good tournament. I think they're going to be snapping. I think they're going to be on beds. That should be really cool. I like that the heavy hitters tournament this year is on one lake. Like I said, I wasn't really a big fan of 3 lakes. They're really done, just because I hadn't done good in those tournaments is why I'm not a fan. But that'll be some big ones caught for sure. Another cool lake we got on the schedule, the Lake of the Ozarks, Stage 4, April 30th through May 5th. There has I've never fished a pro level event there. I know we haven't been there for a Major League Fishing event. The Bass Elites, I don't think they've been there in maybe many years, not since I've started fishing or when I was fishing over there. So that's a brand new lake, a really popular lake at that. I'm really excited to see that on there, somewhere new and refreshing for everybody. That'll be really cool. June 4th through the 9th, going to Watts Bar Lake, another lake that has not been put on the map much. It's really it's a Tennessee River lake. It's in between Chick and whatever that is up there, the Fort Loudon, I believe. And I don't think it gets the attention that Chick does. I've never made a cast there, so I'm curious to see what that'll be like. Probably some ledge fishing, June 4th through the 9th. But not really sure, so that's going to be another new one that, I think we're all going to be curious to see how that one shakes out. Don't really have a lot of past history there, and probably a lot of guys don't. I know a couple guys live around there, but overall, it's going to be a really cool, refreshing new lake to fish. August 6th through the 11th, Lake Cayuga. We've been there, not for the Bass Pro Tour. I fished a couple bass past events there. Kevin Van Dam sprayed beer in my face there when he won the tournament and I took second. That's my last time I've been to Cayuga. But the place is full of fish. It's going to be exciting to fish there again. That's been quite a few years since I fished there. So 2016, I believe, is that last time we fished there. So that'll be fun. And the last event is on Mille Lacs Lake, September 10th through the 15th. That is a special place to fish. We fished 2 different events there, full of big smallmouth. Never fished the Major League style format there, but I'm sure it's going to be, take tons of big weights, big smallmouth. I think everybody, when we first went there to Mille Lacs, it got kind of put on the map, and it's a special place. So that time of year, they should be biting as well. So overall, I'm excited about this schedule. The biggest thing is just seeing some new places to fish. As fishermen, you want to be challenged. You want to go to some places that doesn't have a lot of history. We don't have, waypoints there. We can't get any information, so we're not just going to be showing up with a pile of waypoints or, have any kind of preconceived notion. It's going to be more show up, figure it out. 2 days of practice. It's not very much to figure out big bodies of water, but it'll be a challenge for sure, but it'll be an exciting one. So let me know what y'all think about the schedule, what your favorite place is on the schedule, maybe a place you'd like to see us go the next couple years. But overall, hope you all are excited about this one, and can't wait to get it started.